And well, that was bad. And we're live. Hello, hi, welcome back. Today, we're going to be playing some of the Outer Worlds 2.
When the lab coats say these rifts could destroy the entire galaxy, that doesn't include the main menu, right? Geography ain't my strong suit.
So yeah, we're back. We're back. We got the Rift modulator last time, which means now we can continue missions for Auntie's Choice. For Auntie's Choice? Auntie's Choice. Okay. So yeah, now we've got the stuff. So now, actually, we need to do one more thing here before we leave Praetor. Before we leave Praetor, we need to go gather some mental refreshment materials. Which is a hell of a journey to get to those. But if we go back to the Intrastal Reconfiguration Center, we should be able to just run right down the street and get to the Mental Refreshment Center. On Mental Refreshment. It appears we've made it. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a dab, and then we'll get a rockin' and a rollin'. And a rockin' in the rockin', a rollin'. And that's what we're gonna do. So, I love that there's so much stuff to explore, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna stick to the main paths. I'm gonna stick to the main paths and not get distracted, but there are a bunch of things to search on the way over here. That's probably another lightning tower. Because obviously we haven't gotten all those yet. Let's, recruit the head refresher to Auntie's Choice. So we've got to do that too, man. That's gonna be a pain in the butt. But it's fine, the Order doesn't like me anyway. Let's see if we go to character. We go to reputation. Auntie's Choice trusts me. Sub Rosa trusts me. And the Order trusts me. Okay. We don't have any one of them trusting us enough, though. And it's kind of funny that the Order isn't that mad at me, and all I've done is, like, ran through there. Oh, wait, the Protector is mad at me, not the Order. I keep mixing them up. Mixing up the Order and the Protectorate is not what you want to do. Probably gonna get attacked by spiders and raptidons, because that just keeps happening.
No suspects in sight.
I keep forgetting I have a flashlight.
Unctuous ne'er-do-wells!
Replenishing my firearm.
Tristan? Tristan, why are you fighting? I did not send you out to fight, my friend.
Changing magazines. A fish hastening to cover. They manufacture one.
I am primed to punish.
Have you considered that submitting ourselves voluntarily is proof enough? Greetings. Could you help us settle a matter? We've set out for mental refreshment, but upon reflection, the resources needed for it are a luxury we should forgo due to the war.
If you're doubting that you need refreshment, I can request a specialized third-person observation for you
That
just
could
to
be
make
me.
sure.
I could be the specialized
Those
third-person
professional
observation.
observers are quite thorough.
Are you kidding? You want to let them poke around your brain with a scrub brush? Sounds very relaxing. Not kind of hard, just letting someone else guide you.
Of course, I'm being overly concerned about preserving resources. It is just medical attention, and the Protectorate always provides the very best for its subjects. Once we've finished our rest, we'll continue on our way to refreshment. Good day, stranger.
You say
Here's the
so.
plan. Preserve said progress. Sustain the system. Serve the Sovereign.
So before we waste that, yeah, chain spark cannon was right. Yeah, that's what I was. Rocket pistol? What? 274 damage from the rocket pistol? Yo, hold up. We need to recheck my weapons here because it has been a minute since we've gone. Run value. Armageddon only does 30 damage. That doesn't. Stealth multiplier plus 30. So 30 plus 330%. If you ask me, that doesn't seem like it's going to do.
Strange state of affairs.
Under the authority of the Sovereign!
Oh! That just melted him. Hold on.
Keep your blood within!
Oh my. Oh, it's like a tentacle thing that comes out. What?
At your word, I shall charge. I am loath to make tyrant triumph.
Oh, so it just sticks to it. Fucking whacks away at them.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Okay, that thing's cool.
I shall not stay your execution.
Wrist weapon prime!
And why do you guys just keep charging into attack everyone? Stop it. Stop it. We're getting into a war. There's a lightning tower. I thought so.
None shall stand against us.
Oh, this gun is amazing.
The arm of the Lord, but not that. Assist me, will you? My destiny is stayed on him.
And it just stacks. That's so cool. Sorry, I'm geeking out over this gun. Look at that, it melts him.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Building. And recalibrate the lightning tower. It's 2 more on me. I feel like I just hacked it. It's fine. Yeah. It's totally worth it. Especially considering I still have 2 more of those spread. I think this is probably one of them. Yeah, because it's the same shape build. It's one. I'll get those on the way out, just to make sure I got all of them. But because we're already on this side, we're gonna go get the medical rush moves. And like, nothing can stand up to me. Is there a little line on my... Oh. Me distracted by the crosshair line that was... We're good. They ever know. Fresh to be. You don't deserve it.
Always watchful. His gaze sees all. Continuing inspection. Remain vigilant. Forever vigilant.
Forever vigilant.
Right, back to it.
Like, I would feel bad about killing him.
You have my thanks and my hat.
Tito Tower. You avoid drugs to a fault, leaving you practically vulnerable to their effects. Toxicity gained from using the inhaler is increased, but the inhaler is more potent to your... I use it all the time. I already get crazy toxicity. Well, if I have I'm going to die.
Investigating hostile act.
The Protectorate endures!
Cognitive divisor.
Let us reconvene!
Mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
Okay, well, I'm not trying to kill the head. Shoot them down. Just like
Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Come in, come right in, and be refreshed.
Memo from Head Refresher Goud notes the subjects the administered dose of Repertorium through multiple means. Details flow, okay.
The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases stability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm? To shed all manner of imperfect thoughts?
All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative
Kristen?
cocktail,
And a quick dip into the lathe of particularity to abrade your imperfections. I'm Head Refresher Gould.
and I guarantee when you exit our doors,
You'll be a productive member of our perfect society again. Soon you'll say, goodbye,
imperfect thoughts, hello contentment.
As an arbiter, I welcome any procedure that... Why is the room spinning?
Greetings, subject. Or should I say, refreshed to be.
Lockpick 7.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Praetor is...
Welcome to the Wellnetarium. You're not on my schedule. A walk-in then. Wonderful. Once you're properly evaluated, we'll have you well on your way to refreshment.
That doe-eyed expression, those ambling sentences. I do believe this individual is mentally refreshed. We may be able to use that.
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment.
I am definitely here for Metro.
Why, of course. Naturally. It is the duty of every subject to submit for a quick mental tune-up whenever we experience imperfect thoughts or lack a little zeal. Head Refresher Gould says mental refreshment increases tractability, stifles undue agitatement, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry. I've undergone the procedure myself. Several times, they say, and look at me now. Never more content.
I hate tests. Anyway, I can skip the
Our
evaluation.
intake evaluation automech here simply needs to ask you a few questions to amply delineate your phreноmetric matrix. A baseline understanding of your character and background will assist our facilitators in determining the ideal regimen necessary to abrade any perceived personality irregularities.
Okay. Okay, so it's fine for the automac to have questions, but not anyone else.
Yes, as it is an unthinking automaton, capable of mindlessly parroting pre-programmed responses.
I'm blissfully unconcerned by this and have no further questions.
Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right, and it will begin your assessment.
Greeting, subject unscheduled. Welcome to Placid Waters Wellnetarium. Evaluation commencing. Subjects are required to respond 100% accurately to all queries. Bespoke prescribed regimens may produce untoward ramifications. if baseline data is greater than minutely erroneous. Query 1. Concisely characterize your personal perspective.
I prefer to wait for someone to tell me what they can say. On the ground. 8 and feet. Long shots are the I prefer.
Incorrect, but your response has merited a yay-sayer verbal commendation for exceptional tactfulness in the field, allowing you partial credit. The accepted answer is, I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal Protectorate subject by operating at peak efficacy, without error, perpetually, each a vital cog. Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 3 being a traitor, 1 being dead.
What? I'm not dead and alluding to being a traitor. 0.5 maybe? Let's say 5, correct? Then my effectiveness knows no bound. It's complete.
Incorrect. Wait, processing. That was correct. No subject has ever answered that query accurately before to date. The degree of zealous efficaciousness expected of a dutiful and true subject of the Protectorate is beyond measure. Query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts, including, but not limited to, doubt, disbelief, uncertainty, curiosity, recalcitrance, and mischief?
I'm supposed to try some. Am I supposed to say 0 now? Then risk-taking means you grapple with such thinking.
Unacceptable. Obsequious denial detected. A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. Final query. How would your neighbors describe you?
Someone who absolutely pay you back. They were always so quiet, never seen the type who'd murder anyone. Hard to say, I tend not to. An ideal Protectorate subject.
Processing determination. An acceptable response. The appropriate reply was, they never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged. Formulating conclusion. Phrenometric matrix delineated. Subject evaluation score total 100 out of 200. The acceptable amount for a true and dutiful Protectorate subject is 0. In conclusion, you are in dire need of mental refreshment. Now, proceed to the nearby pneumatic tube to collect your complimentary unitard and lift pass. Next, proceed 1 floor down, where you will be directed further. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Into a thing of symmetry.
Okay. If I don't want to be mentally refreshed.
Provides, the system abides.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are.
They would deem my resolve inadequate? Insanity! Their analysis procedure is clearly faulty.
Well, I guess we're in prison.
Greetings, new person. You have a look of query about you. I have answers to questions and no questions to answer.
The paradigm run with flawless efficiency. Unthinking is essential. Unthink today.
By my next because time I mean a hostile combatant.
God damn it.
Forever.
I messed up. Wait, did I not?
Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Alright, let's try this again.
to blend in. Act like a neutered, brain-dead lunatic. Just be yourself.
Shifty-looking individual.
Greetings, new person. Hello. My name is Abigail, and I am realigned with the paradigm.
Think about the refresher process here.
It is the duty of all Protectorate subjects to regularly converse with our neighbors, so we may determine if their zeal has wavered. I am newly full of zeal, free of imperfect thoughts. My mind is a thing of symmetry. My phrenometric peaks are all abraded.
You no longer
I only experience approved emotions. Doubt and worry are notably unsanctioned. A perfect society demands perfect thoughts, after all.
Worse made.
I once possessed a failing of character where I would voice simple statements in a way that sounded like a question? Drat! There, did it again. Anyhow, I was reported for it?
All right.
Bright as rain, neighbor. Never more content. Pondering begets disharmony. To deliberate is to... Head Refresher Gould says his recorded lectures are key to thinking that... A restorative cocktail of pharmaceuticals, and a quick dip into the lathe of particularity device. Only internally, I'm afraid. You should speak to Refreshment Facilitator Tilden in the lecture hall.
Where's the lathe of particularity device?
Why, it's right outside Head Refresher Gould's office. He'll schedule you an appointment.
Where can I get,
Just follow the signs to the lecture hall. Refreshment.
Medicament dispenser.
Their team plays the worst anyone has ever played. Oh, you're new. Must be. You still retain that look of inquiry and deliberation. I'm Waylon.
Oh, that look about you too. Have you refreshed?
No, I'm newly full of zeal. That is, I hope the process took this time. They say my phrenometric peaks are resistant to abradement, but still, they try.
You should go before your abraded blue ones.
Wait, I just blinked several times, didn't I? What did that signify? I couldn't leave. Not yet. Haven't completed my regimen. My phrenometric peaks are still jutting all over the place, they say.
Phrenometric peaks are perfect the way they are. Let's keep them that way. Follow me. I'm a high-rank protector at so-and-so. You have to come.
Are you in disguise? I don't recognize so-and-so as a title. This feels a bit curious to me. I'd go with you, I guess. But I need something first. They took all my things when I arrived. Stored them in storage. My commemorative pitch balls in there. From my favorite team, the Paradigm Abiders. Can't leave without it.
The fuck is a pitch ball?
The Paradigm Abiders? Best pitchball team in the league? I heard ignorant outsiders call pitchball toss ball. Ha! Anyhow, I had to turn in my personal items when I was admitted. On account I tried to leave once or twice before. Saw them put it in a closet behind reception upstairs. Suppose so. One way out's the safest. Someone dug a tunnel in the kitchen pantry. Though there are 2 automechs assigned there now, to keep subjects from wandering in and ambling off.
Okay. Pretty sure I can hack those.
That doesn't seem like the sort of thing that'd be allowed, but I'll be dithering about here. Oh,
Medicament dispenser
hello.
has concluded for today. Please proceed to the lecture hall to request an exception. The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering.
Visions.
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing. Prepare to be edified.
For today's topic, we'll touch on why our program is so very important. Ignorant, misguided outsiders may wonder, why does the Protectorate need mental refreshment? Doesn't it inhibit personal freedom? Yet this freedom they celebrate is a yawning chaos, and their choice is an invitation to failure, loss, and anarchy. It is a sad fact that all human beings require direction. As my good friend the Consul would say, that is the base humanity unguided, craven and slothful. We of the Protectorate are not, because we do not allow ourselves.
Gloria, Arcadia, never to be outshone. Our colony.
No.
Arcadia. Our home. Right.
Correct, Commander.
A little louder than this one.
Wellnatarium here on Praetor is uniquely special.
Isn't it? Oversight. Observational. Yeah, I guess we can do that.
The console provides, the system above. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating.
Prosecuting! Your final look.
The Protectorate!
Ready to spread the truth!
Well, that was dumb. We are not thinking any of this through, are we?
You must keep your within, Commander. Assist me, will you? My death would be
What's the plan?
Commander's almost...
You have my thanks and my habit.
Facilities to be found throughout Arcadia. Placid waters Welmatarium. Here on Praetor. Uniquely special.
First coming over speaking by Head Refresher Gould.
Gained privileged access somehow.
Hello.
Our superiors must have arranged it.
That's true. Alright, we got the low privilege priority. Full privilege priority pass, that's what we need. Okay. Yeah, we'll just disable the security for the kitchen. As you recall, regular sizing of petroleum gas is proven to boost broadcast. Okay.
Hey, what's that sound? Why does the wall look so soft all of them?
Hello, friend. I hope you're willfully mentally refreshed now.
Oh, do I detect a whiff of reprioritin gas? You know, I suddenly feel a mite more pliable somehow. Surely nothing to question. I thought no one was due for peak abradement for hours. I should have your chart. Wait. Wait. Ha! You're not a Protectorate subject at all. You have the telltale look of wonder and introspection.
Scientists of this echelon must be exposed to low doses of refreshment gas to build a resistance. Sort of like arbiters with bullets.
Well, this is normally where you'd say something.
I'm an outsider lie. I'm a dutiful, loyal, and Protectorate subject.
My, can't believe I'm falling for that, as it may be the most unconvincing display of fealty I've ever seen. Oh dear, I seem to be a little unstable at the moment. But never fear, I have intellect to spare. Don't believe me? I can prove it. Even in a state such as this, I am more than able to apply my argumentative skills against the inferior minds and bankrupt philosophies of our rivals.
Sure.
To what end are you here? Tell me truly. Speak plainly.
To document the wonders of the Metro refreshment process, to detail the horrors of the Metro. Oh, I just saw the pretty lights outside and wandered in. To document the wonders of the Metro refreshment process.
You know, I'm beginning to have an inkling about your purpose here, and whose employ you're under. A proposal. Adequately debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology, and I'll provide you what you're here for.
Why am I always up? Why? I'm always up for spirited debate. Share facility secrets with me if I win. Why would I ever believe? Can't think of anything else.
Yes, well, you'll see. Even in a nominally reduced state, I am more than up to the task. So, what of the Order, our former allies, those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation? What say you of them?
Couldn't agree more. Stupid geniuses. That's rich for someone allowed to think. Who robs it from?
My position is a burden, gladly taken to ease the suffering of our subjects. I think so they don't have to ensure the paradigm runs ably. Their order is chaos to us. Though your point, while gratingly expressed, is noted, albeit grudgingly. What say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists?
No. They're effective at getting things done, honestly. Not that I've seen. Their advertising jingles and slogans are pretty. They greatly reward skill, talent, and innovative ideas. You'd go far over there, surely.
That actually sounds to
I'm
have some
sorting
slight
hat
merit
now.
when you put it that way.
You could go far there.
I mean, such a system would leave behind the general public, though. All our friends and neighbors. Your point is not completely without worth, I suppose. Only mostly. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare.
Oh, your arm just warped through your chest, homie. Ooh, shouldn't you be better recognized for your work, though? Other groups would celebrate you.
Me? Celebrated? No. Pride is a trap only an individualist would be ensnared by. Not someone like myself, of course, who thinks of our community's needs afore minding their own. That said, perhaps our rivals aren't utterly without merit. As they say, even a stuck chronometer on the wall is right twice a day.
Ever considered that you're turning your subject into law? Seems to me that a perfect society could... But you ever just crave sugar sometimes?
As it is right now, repelling faulty logic and wrong-headed thinking with gusto. No, the refreshment process isn't about thwarting examination, but obviating fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's about making people happy. Well, you've raised some interesting points, I suppose. Any other clever assertions you'd like to put forward before I fully evaluate your performance here?
Damn it. Society, by how it treats dissension, the Protectorate is scarily bizarre. What do you think the matriarch would think about mental refreshment today? Ooh.
That was the final point you wanted to make? Rather a null effort, I'd say. Huh. Taken as a whole, that was the most engaging conversation I've had in... well, couldn't even say. Yes, it's true. I am thoroughly disturbed by how much you made me question many long-held beliefs. But frankly, that was quite invigorating. Now, what next?
I think it's time you had a session on the lathe of particularity yourself. Auntie's Choice wants to offer you a job as a highly recognized, well-paid scientist.
Really? That's exceptionally flattering, and something I never would have considered before our belief-shaking conversation. But honestly, I do deserve it, don't I? Might I ask for a few additional particulars? For instance, what is the title of the role?
Why, tip-top head of innovative research. 2 vice presidents are willing to tell you everything on the ACS undisputed claim.
My, that sounds wonderful. I shall head there straight away. Thank you so much for making this opportunity happen.
You're welcome.
What an edifying confabulation.
Sustain the system. Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Wait. I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session,
all we have.
that was far more intensive.
Strong observation, Your Sublime Radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting, per instructions.
Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting? I demand the name of my betrayer!
Subject is exhibiting increased agitation upon exiting the lathe, consistent with extreme cases. Further abradement recommended.
Who are you speaking to? Are you recording this? Enough of this farce! Release me at once!
Trust the plan, preserve set progress, sustain the system, serve the Sovereign.
Enemy in evisceration range.
What?
Straight to it, stand against us!
Shoot him! Thirsty cultist. Really?
Don't hurt him, please. The Sovereign isn't at his best right now.
Hello?
You're not here to harm him, are you? If so, I must warn you, I will defend the Sovereign to the fullest extent of my meager abilities.
That's the ruler, or former ruler of the Protectorate?
Yes, it is. Our beneficent, infallible ruler, the Sovereign Henry Aloysius Varric, son of the first Sovereign, Reuben Varric. You'll have to forgive him right now. As I said, he is not his best today.
My Sovereign, what have they done to you?
Sorry, Tristan, no one deserves it. Saying this couldn't have happened before he broke.
No. And certainly not the embodiment of all that is the Protectorate. This is a greater crime than all I have witnessed.
Deserves what? Whatever do you mean?
What happened to him? Who the Void are you?
We've been here since it was determined that the Sovereign, long distraught over the loss of his family, was in need of mental refreshment. Since then, he has been receiving dedicated treatment from Head Refresher Gould himself.
How long has he been like this? When was the last time he said anything? The Council clearly orchestrated this.
Preposterous! The Consul and all the Vigilant are above reproach. No subject of the Protectorate would ever harm, or knowingly allow harm to befall our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign, or consider such a thing. To even think such a thought is unthinkable. This stately form before you is the direct descendant of the matriarch herself. All we have, all any of us have, stems directly from the works of his family line. I will stay true to him and the Protectorate to the end. We all will.
We take you both elsewhere.
The Sovereign is receiving the finest possible care, as he has every day of his life. Treatment outside the Protectorate is barbaric by comparison. Our system is perfect. Just leave us be.
I suppose there is nothing we can do at this juncture. Guard him well, Feld. I shall honor him, in health and infirmity alike. I swear it.
I wonder what happens. Good game. I wonder what happens.
Kill the Sovereign. My Sovereign. I cannot remain with you any longer. Not if I wish for both of us to remain whole.
It was a mercy killing. He was beyond
Was
help.
he? How can you be so sure?
Okay, you couldn't move forward with permanently contingent Sovereign.
You cannot guarantee he would be permanently convalescent. You cannot guarantee anything. I suppose I see some kernel of truth in your words. Yet you euthanized my Sovereign without so much as a by your leave. I have made my decision. We may continue working together, but what you have done shall leave.
Is it worth it, though? Yeah, I don't think I should have killed him. I don't think I should. All right, well, back to the undisputed claim. Alright, we gotta go let what's his face. These notes.
Stand ready. Our foes are close.
Wrist weapon primed. Bettering position.
Ready to dispense judgment.
What's so upsetting here? What did I do wrong?
They hate our contentment.
Hey, bud.
Hello. You find my pitch
Out of
ball?
the closet.
Oh, commemorative. Suppose I'm ready to leave. Well, almost. Okay. Okay. Ready to go then.
Hello.
The tunnel out was right here. Oh, they put a poster over it.
Okay, best of
This
luck.
is all right neighborly of you. Oh, and last I heard from my daughter Emily, she was off to Free Market Station. You meet us after you, by all means. I fear I must insist.
He has been freed. Well then. Of all the things. There was just a quicker way to get to this one. Totally. Oh, but for long. Unless we go from here. If we go from that reconfiguration center, we may be able to make our way there pretty quick.
At your word, I taking punitive action. To battle!
here. Hello.
You're monsters! You'll never get through it!
I require better.
Commander's almost dead.
I shall! Once I can lie!
Step aside, swine.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
These guys could have recalibrated this one the whole time.
Prosecuting! Viscerally! Prepare for death to the complicit!
Ready to maim.
Oh. It does a charge. Oh, which does a big one. Okay. Okay.
Mediating! Lethally!
Right, we just got one more lightning tower. Why were there white chocolate yummies in?
Shall stand against us!
Yeah, I've been running backwards the wrong frickin' way.
I shall reduce them to a slurry! You're hurt, Commander! Steel yourself!
Lift weapon prime!
I'm not running good quick weapons right here. I need something quicker. Ooh.
Your judgment has found you!
There's so many of them. Oh my god.
Yeah!
Assist me, will you? My death will be a stain on both of us! You have my thanks and my hammer. I shall!
Yay, all the lightning towers have been recalibrated. We can go back over here, talk to this guy, and all that's done.
By law, you've done it. I cannot lie. My math placed the odds of your survival at 0.00343%. But your unfortunately, I am limited in forms of compensation. However, I've refined a schematic. I trust that you will find it.
Okay. that solves that. Back to the incognito. Then, off to the Auntie's Choice ship again. We got going on Oyster Boy. Yeah, we're not going to the archive yet. It was a lot of missions to get. And hopefully it works out, because yeah, that was a lot of work. And bring Nez hasn't been out. Go ahead and bring a Nez with.
The story of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses.
Back to head office tower. Alright, now we should get them to talk again. After this mission, they should talk. We get them to work together, then I can get everyone to work together.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation.
I just had word from that old number cruncher on Cloister. Alden tells me you agreed to continue the work we began at Greater Tranquility Station. Grand. A collaboration between Auntie's Choice and the Order will truly reward all of Arcadia, not to mention the Order itself. If they partner with us, it's only a matter of time before they come to see that profits are a more tangible proof of progress than those unquantifiable theories they get lost in.
Okay.
I see you're back from the Protectorate's little mind manipulation spa. All their secrets in hand, yes?
Our team at Proprietary Insight Acquisition has been salivating over the potential commercial applications of that process.
Head Refresher Gould is your latest hire. I stole the Protectorate's too. I got what you wanted and talked that sprat fucker scientist into.
Of course you did, my most trusted ameliorator. You never fail to amaze and impress.
Head Refresher Gould will fit right in, surely. Now, I assume you won't mind we have a few questions about the process. Our people will extract details about the pharmacology and methodology, and that will all no doubt prove useful, but we're most interested in the technology and its results. Can't say I like the sound of that. Seems like they'd be difficult to market to.
How truly unfortunate. Those without desire or drive make terrible customers. They could barely even be considered consumers at all.
What else can you tell us about the place? Turn up any additional details? Anything especially marketable?
They had a method of preparing propaganda with the suggestibility drug to boot.
Oh, good to know, good to know. What else? But still, they keep on marketing it as virtually foolproof, don't they? So much for their vaunted moral high ground, and so much for us exploiting that piece of technology.
All I found.
Excellent. Well, here's your reward. Along with something extra for your effort.
Yay.
And more for converting Head Refresher Goulds to the joys of commerce. All right. For your next assignment, Well, it's something of an organizational priority.
Congratulations! Your storied success has earned you a whole entire minute with our illustrious leader, Auntie Cleo!
Yay!
So your preliminary chores are complete. Oh, finally, a contractor with a little backbone. Normally they flee or expire, leaving the work woefully incomplete. Ah, I remember you from before. Fairfield, yes? Tell me, as an outside agent, do you have any quandaries working with our organization?
None that I feel comfortable relating. Why would I? You're the most effective players in Arcadia. I respect the high stakes game.
Good. Good. Perhaps you can help us rig the odds in our favor. Do hope you'll forgive these two. They're competing for a rather significant promotion, you see. It tends to make employees fractious, like young ursopods cooped up in the den. So, you've been advancing a fairly radical idea with a group that, to date, we've considered our rivals. I received a most curious transmission from Ruth Bassar, presiding bishop of the Order, proposing we discuss the prospect of our groups working together. She stated this was your idea.
Whose idea it was is unimportant. I'm willing to speak with her. Why lie? It was all my brilliant idea. Well, it was really the delegates who put me up. Yes, but now that I've had time to think about it, I don't think you...
Yes, and I'm sure a certain delegate or two had nothing to do with it. A cessation of hostilities could present any number of potentially profitable options, assuming we could work out favorable terms. Are you sure you'd rather pursue this over your current exclusive contract with us? Before I contact Ruth, I want to be 110% certain.
Yes. I'm sure I want you guys to work.
Fine. I'll initiate a call with Ruth through a secure line in the conference room next door. Let's pick this up there. Don't keep me waiting.
Hey, yo.
Embarrassment of body goals. Imagine the ad. Our athletic assets would achieve full profit potential as human billboards. Of course, I also enjoy the simple pleasure of watching professional athletes.
Secure telecommunications. Where?
Look who it is, the instigator of this little affair. Her mathematicalness should be along soon, unless the leader of the Order's too busy crunching numbers to attend to business. There we are. Apologies for the delay. We were resolving some technical issues. Cloister's atmosphere has a tendency to... Oh, yes! Regale us with a thorough account of Cloister's atmosphere. Oh, spare no detail. This must be Auntie Cleo's trademark wit. I expected better.
I see now why a neutral third party was needed here. Settle down, both.
Don't take that tone with me, little agent so-and-so. I've strip-mined the assets of tougher sorts than you for far less. If I was discourteous, I apologize. So long as our mediator proves up to the task, surely we can remain civil. If not, these negotiations may prove short indeed.
Let's get down to it. What will it take to make this partnership happen?
From where I'm positioned, I sense 3 sore points still in need of massage. Point 1, control of the archive. Point 2, oversight of production and distribution of skip cores. And point 3, management of Rift technology.
The most important thing to decide first is who gets control over the archive. I don't care, dealer's choice.
If there is one subject at the forefront of my mind, it is the archive. Before we go any further, I want it in writing that the Order will take full control of the archive without interference from Auntie's choice. What? So the Order can set it fruitlessly idling for another few centuries? We would put it to far more practical use.
That's what you
Imagine
say,
the
but neither one of you
marketing
have done
strategies
anything
it could
with it.
develop.
Even with it in
I
control
would
of
sever
Auntie's
my
choice
own
right now. She's
hand
just
before
sitting on
giving
the
custody of the
information.
archive over to a corporation. Humanity's ascension depends on its calculations. No, such a condition is out of the question.
How about the Order gets the archive but directs some power to an ad campaign?
I am amenable to that proposition. Less work on our part. I'm waiting to hear an argument that would support such a ludicrous proposal.
These negotiations won't get very far without compromising somewhere. If Auntie pays the Order for access, that income could fund more scientific research.
No one said anything about paying, but, it would be a
You're gonna
pittance
pay and you're
compared
gonna
to the
fucking
future
like it.
profits we might derive. Involving money in science seems questionable, but having access to Auntie's resources would be useful for our research. Fine. Yes, I agree. Reluctantly. Ruth, I commend you for being so
Reluctantly
receptive.
crouched at the starting
and
line.
I assure you that Auntie's
bumping in
choice
time.
values science. Nothing
Sorry.
bad has ever happened when science and commerce are combined. On the subject of science, it would be most prudent for us to discuss who will be overseeing the management of skip drives, specifically the production of skip cores. No one understands production like we do. Besides which, we have far more experience using skip drives. It was how we came to Arcadia, after all. Where Auntie's choice manages, the Order would undoubtedly excel. Do not exclude us from consideration merely for lack of experience. So you ramp up production? And then what? Hand skip drives out for free to whoever wants one? Preposterous, and a waste of a perfectly good monopoly. We would be diligent about who we licensed out the skip drives to, and a monopoly over space travel is precisely what I wish to avoid. This technology should benefit all humanity.
What if the Order drafted restrictions to curb abuse while Auntie's handled production?
That assumes Auntie's choice would even abide by such a list of restrictions, and which would almost be impossible for the Order to enforce. Not to worry, we can build a regulatory commission to oversee production and make sure everything is up to Auntie's choice and Order standards.
Hold on, wouldn't those regulators still be in your pocket?
Oh, partiality concerns are a thing of the past. Obviously, regulators would be incentivized to care most about the safety of the consumer. You know, right after production costs. As would the likelihood that we will eventually improve upon it. We shall allow Auntie's control of the current design. There is still the question of who takes possession of the Protectorate's rift technology once the war is finished. Although the science is still largely theoretical, this technology could be used to not only close rifts, but create new ones. A dangerous power indeed, left in the wrong hands. The Order would fritter away valuable time endlessly hand-wringing what to do with the technology. Auntie's choice would actually use it. For good, of course, in a gainful manner.
Y'all need to share the technology.
A 50-50 split? But that's so equal.
Right. Imagine how magnanimous Antes will look to Arcadia's population. You say that like it's a bad thing. Ooh. How about I flip a bit and let fate decide? Face up, Annie's choice gets it.
Goodwill rarely converts well into bits, but I suppose I do take your point. If Ruth's open to it, I believe I can agree on the general terms here. And, well, we can haggle over minor quibbling details like percentages later. I shall look forward to brokering the math with you, Cleo. There is one final matter I wish to discuss. I require some chemicals that I have been told are manufactured at a plant on Praetor, controlled by Auntie's choice.
Does sound too difficult. Auntie, can you help with that?
I know which plant you're referring to, Ruth, and what comes out of it is hardly safe for general use. Out of professional curiosity, what could you possibly need with such dangerous compounds? Running a little experiment, are we? On what? Or whom? That is, quite frankly, none of your concern.
But it is Auntie's business now, Ruth. You are working together.
Precisely. Partners don't withhold secrets, although they can and probably should withhold extremely dangerous chemicals if not properly notified of what they will be used for. I will make no progress with my request without further explanation, will I? While the Archive is an infinitely complex machine, an equally complex apparatus has been designed which allows one to interact with it directly. Brain-to-logic assembly, as it were. Unfortunately, this headgear exacts a rather tremendous cost on the wearer. A certain panacea is needed to survive it, but I require these chemicals to finish it.
There's no such thing as a true panacea. This drug must have some side effects.
Certainly, but nothing I'm not prepared to suffer. And I thought we were the ones who threw caution to the wind. Well, Ruth, if worst comes to worst, I'd be happy to serve as a substitute teacher for the Order. A generous offer, but I fear you lack a certain number of qualifications. Conscience, for example.
Hey. What are the chances that this turns out successful? You must have run the numbers. Define personality change.
There is a strong likelihood that it will short-circuit my limbic system, eradicating my ability to experience emotion. Oh, so you'll be even more of a bore. Ooh, doesn't sound like you'll be much fun at our future board meetings. Only a child uses fun as a metric of any significance. You sound just like Laureate Beckett. I weary of having this debate, especially as I can never seem to win it. Very well. Never mind about the chemicals. Now is not the time for risky experimentation at any rate. Oh, bother. Here I wanted to see Ruth lobotomize herself. Oh, well.
It would have been entertaining.
Best I'll say is today's outcome is workable. Barely. Our gains were not as exclusive as I had hoped they'd be. Arriving at any arrangement even remotely equitable was statistically improbable. Be glad our mediator managed to find a middle path forward. By all means, know your worth and own your accomplishments. Perhaps when I'm more out of earshot, though. Well, that'll be all for today. Don't forget to purchase the latest in Auntie's Choice products out on the value-added Esplanade, or enjoy a refreshing cocktail at the Best Choice. And do come see me personally when you have time. I have just the thing in mind for an accomplished freelancer such as yourself. One moment. There are still the logistics of recapturing the archive to consider.
Yeah.
We'll, of course, provide our expert troops to support these efforts. Have your people call my people to sort details. Toodaloo! Brusque as ever. Auntie's troopers will certainly help us manage the Protectorate forces easier, especially if supported by your help.
This is true.
But it would be irrational to expect you to endanger your own life without a more specific strategy in place. Fortunately, I have already given this some thought.
I would hope so. I have a funny feeling I'm not going to like this plan much, but go ahead.
First, we must reclaim Spireton from the enemy. Spireton once served as the Order's headquarters, due to its proximity to the Archive. Its loss was an affront, and remains so. Unlocking and calling that lift can only be done from within the Archive, however. So you will need to infiltrate the Archive by alternate means, via a bridge connected to Newton. Fortunately, I am told you already dealt with the cultists there. Unfortunately, you will still need to find a way past a small rift currently blocking the bridge.
Thank you for recognizing that I already took care of the cultists. I appreciate that. Good news. I'm in possession of a device that temporarily closes rifts.
Ordinarily, I do not fancy surprises, but you are proving an exception to that rule. With such a device in hand, bypassing the rift should be as rudimentary as pie. And perhaps at some later date, you will also permit our scientists to analyze this gadget at length in one of our labs, provided all goes according to plan.
So retake Spireton, infiltrate the Archive, and unlock the rift. Got anything else?
There is a computronical key that you will also need to locate within the Archive called the Calcaduceus. The Calcaduceus grants special access to the Archive. Once it is back in Order hands, we will have full control over its systems once more.
Thanks for my help. I want to use the Archive to answer.
Until the Order has control over the Archive again, this discussion is all but moot. You know what must be done. May you achieve progress in accordance with the plan.
Can't believe I just watched peace made between the Order and Auntie's Choice.
Yeah.
Seems like a dream I'd have after eating too many woolly curds.
I'm that damn good, aren't I, Niles? Hell yeah. Also, let's go talk to Auntie Cleo. While we're here. The last thing we're going to do for the day, and then that's about it. We got a lot accomplished today. Abu. A stealing all of Auntie's stuff. This is why you don't let me in your office.
Here to brighten your workday with a report on just how much your toil is netting us. It's time for forecast.
You have a candidate? There's no doggy in here. Be a doggy in there. Not bad.
Sales of new and improved stimulants and nutrition supplements are up 11% quarter over quarter. Not too shabby, but that's small change compared to experimental operations.
We've successfully co-opted yet another of our rivals. Can't believe those eggheads accepted the deal. What's next on my agenda?
That outside contractor is here. You requested a brief tete-a-tete.
Ah, there you are. Our
Bitch is just
fresh-faced
ahead.
new go-getter. We meet in the flesh at last.
Are you flesh?
You've proved quite useful. Keep it up. You'll be going places. You don't seem
Does
much
that mean I
put
can
off
kill
by
her?
my appearance. Good. I have no stomach for those with no stomach regarding me having no stomach. It is, however, something of a brand secret reserved for only the most trusted confidants, and covered in detail buried within the confidentiality clause you agreed to on arrival. I trust this presents no concerns for you, yes?
Well, ain't meaning no disrespect, it's just everyone was saying that you were focused on a product launch or avoiding assassination attempts. That's why you weren't seen in public.
Poor dear, believing that erroneous drivel. You do know I have a reputation to maintain. I can't let every rung leech know my condition and open the door for plotting.
Fair
I
enough.
ask again, do you have any problems with the previously mentioned stipulations?
No, ma'am. Look, I'll assist your little cutthroat meeting. Draw the line. Your body was just distracting everyone. Smiley. None. Once you've seen one disembodied head, you've seen them all. How are you alive right now? What happened?
Fortunately, when you're the head of an advanced medical technology corporation, you become first in line for any experimental life-preserving procedures. As far as what happened, I was the victim of an unfortunate industrial accident shortly after we arrived here, the details of which are less salient than the details of what comes next.
Yes, you want me to harvest you a new body? Please tell me you don't want me. What part of my job description covers me transforming into dog?
Ah, such wit. But moving on, we have a mission for you so vital to Auntie's Choice's survival that it should have been undertaken days, or even years, before now.
We've uncovered an opportunity to procure me a new, audaciously improved replacement body. There was a past proposal to utilize grafts, but once I saw what happened to those misfortunates in the experiment,
Yeah,
like your
also was a good
hanger-on
choice.
here, the idea was promptly abandoned.
Wait, are you saying that the grafting program was only started up to help you with your condition? And was shuttered because it couldn't?
Yes, keep up, dear. You think we would have invested money in such a risky procedure for gains on the battlefield? Well, that's what bombs are for.
That means your scientists lied to us, and our suffering didn't mean anything at all. Is that right? Me and mine were just lab sprats to you this whole time?
This is what you signed up for. Tell me, did you also believe that we came here to solely liberate Arcadia and not for its resources? Oh, you did. How sad.
God damn it. Why in law's name would you steal a new body? There are corpses everywhere. Keep being cruel, you can forget about it. Truly wonderful the mind of a hapless bottom runger, eh? If anyone deserves to have a gangrenous limb sticking out of their back, it's you.
Oh, don't be a child. Now, will you help acquire this new body for me, or won't you?
I sense you're about to have me slaughter a bunch of people again. Why in law's name would you steal a new body? Corpses everywhere.
I'll have you know, we at Auntie's Choice are far from blood simple. Where's the profit in killing all your enemies when you can co-opt and sell goods to them later?
See?
Tut tut.
That's why I'm making you guys work
to
together.
find me the perfect body, you'll be assailing an inappreciably populated automated automech factory over on Praetor.
Oh. You has to be mounted to an
Not
automatic.
just any automechanical, something much, much more exciting. That facility was designed to build complex automechs, a natural choice when the Protectorate began experimenting with a proxy body for the original Sovereign. It was the last in a long line of his ill-fated life extension experiments. Work halted when he died, and the torso prosthesis they developed has been locked in the lab ever since. Make it mine.
I guess.
There's a sub-facility beneath the Automech factory. Its entrance, being hidden, is easy to miss.
Well then, fetch me my new body, and we can finally begin bringing...
Okay. Well, that's about it for the day. Thank you all for joining me here. We will be back tomorrow, probably with some multiplayers. It's Friday. Hope everyone has a good Friday, or had a good Friday. It's already 5:30. Man, my day doesn't start for another 2 hours. Anyway, later.